Hello, my darlings. Welcome to your 2025 color energy message. And I have been sitting in this energy for the last few weeks, and I'm so excited to share with you all about this incredible year ahead and the beautiful color gold which is here for us in 2025. This is the color of 2025, and I am in my golden chair for the occasion, and I'm celebrating. The song that came in was "This is the moment we lived for." This is the time. This is magical. The golden energy is bringing in infinite potential, spiritual growth, and an alignment to a higher power. I really feel that this year is not about subconscious. It's not about the higher conscious. It's about the super consciousness. This color is about upleveling on all levels. There has never been a year like this frequency. And it is going to ask you to raise your standards. So what's really important about this year, gold is the pinnacle. It is the highest frequency. It is the only color that you cannot learn, you earn it. So we all have earned this energy of 2025, but what makes it completely different to any other year where the color gold was here for us is that we are in the Aquarian energy, and this is the difference. And I will take you through a process for you to connect with that rather than just listening to me banging on about the incredibleness of gold and what this energy offers. I want you for yourself to connect with this energy. But first of all, let me just share another little bit of information on this gold significance. So gold is wealth, it's richness, it's money, abundance, spirituality, and it is the energy of endings and new beginnings. Now, what I want to say here is that, to be honest, there really is no such thing as an ending there, because when one door closes, another door opens. So this is really like an evolutionary year, and knowing that when you close a door, automatically a new door opens. So it's really like cycles. We're closing a cycle and we're opening a new cycle. That is 10 times better. Okay, it's got such power this year. And in fact, what I'm even being shown is that to really understand that you are very, very powerful. Your frequency and how you're living your life, how in alignment you are with your soul's highest destiny, is actually having a huge impact on the collective. Okay, so as a result of this, with the power that we've got available to us, with the energy, with this beautiful golden presence, it's going to require us all individually and collectively to take personal responsibility. Okay, and to become more higher conscious, the super consciousness. This is the year that we are moving from this subconscious, higher consciousness into the super consciousness. Can you imagine what life you can create living from super consciousness? And actually, when I say super consciousness, what does that mean for you? For me, the super consciousness is the pinnacle. It's divine intelligence that is, I'm touching it like that has a delicacy. It's a beauty. As I'm connecting with it, it's like my mouth is even getting watery. It's juicy. There is an elegance, there is a softness, there is a power, there is just like the sun just shines and it lights up the world without trying hard, okay? So when you're operating from that higher mind, that's what it is really, it's the higher mind, the higher heart, then everything changes. Because when you're operating from the higher mind, you're operating from that infinite intelligence that everything and anything is possible. And when you're operating from the higher heart, it's unconditional love. So let's just take a moment just to connect and get a sense of what this means to operate from that level of consciousness. So I want you to take a breath in here with me. For me, I'm closing my eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. Do whatever feels right for you. And I just want you to meet yourself where you're at. Just gently dropping into your heart space. And setting the intention. This is also something that's going to be very important. Our intention is hugely powerful this year, like never before. You'll set your intention, you'll think of something, and it's instant manifestation. Now that's wonderful, but we are being called to be more conscious with that, because if you have a lower frequency thought, feeling, vibration, and action, then that will also manifest just as quick. So into the heart, just observing where you're at. And I'm going to ask now that you be taken to the level of consciousness of the super consciousness. So we're calling in the energy of the super consciousness. Do you feel the difference? It's lighter for me, it's bigger, it's more of a visionary energy, it's wider, it's expansive. It's like I am being taken up to a whole other level of viewing, of connecting, of living, of being. Now the thing is to stay within that realm of possibility, of reality. And what is going to have you there is the return of sacredness. Really, really, that consciousness, that super consciousness is that every moment is sacred. Every interaction is sacred. being mindful about even cutting a flower, asking permission, giving thanks to the flower, cutting, your hedges, really connecting with your home, the soul of your home, the walls, the roots, the land. All of this is going to become very, very important. The sacredness of clients, that client and mentorship sacred connection. And the other thing that's going to really, really be important is gratitude. Gratitude and appreciation are essential. In fact, I really never realized the profound power of gratitude and appreciation until recently, like never before. And I will in 2025 be sharing more about this universal law. So it's like we've switched gears out of the man-made laws and rules, and we're stepping, like this year is all about the universal laws are the only ones that matter from this moment forward. So it's understanding those universal laws and applying and living by those universal laws, because this is the new operating system. Now, what's also important to really own is that you are a powerful creator. That actually you are creating your current reality through your thoughts, your feelings, your choices, your actions that you are making and that you are taking. It's all available to you in 2025. This can be your best year ever. This is actually where I've been musing. I'm like, oh my God. In any invitation that's coming in, is that taking me to the reality of my best year ever? How am I showing up? What am I saying yes to? What am I saying no to? This is what we're all being called to do, to just really take a bit of a rain check and go, hey, if I am the creator, the creatrix of my life, and I have available unto me this incredible, beautiful, golden energy, infinite possibilities, richness, wealth, sacredness, mystical. What's possible? If I own the fact that actually it's like I have been given a hammer in my hand. Now, what you choose to do with that hammer, you can build and create the most beautiful things with that hammer. Or you can decide to destroy or use it in a destructive way. It's up to you what you do with that hammer. And this is what the divine is saying, I am giving it to you. I'm giving it all to you. Now, with that, what will be asked of us, because it's going to be, about alignment, what's going to be asked of us is to go deep, to go inward. This is a year of great soul acceleration. This is the vibration that is high. So you will be called to really take personal responsibility and to also, with this power that you have, be very, very conscious with your intention and with the direction of where you're going, what you're doing, the direction of your life path, that where are you going? Because the divine wants the best for you, wants the best for us as a collective, but we have free will. And so now I feel another big thing actually for 2025 is two things. How good can you allow your life to become? And the second thing is that how much can you really allow yourself to receive? So this isn't about getting. This isn't about, making it happen. This is about allowing. This is about receiving, letting it come in, being available for what the divine wants for you, which is always so much more magical than actually the human mind would actually give us. So it's really transforming into the soul and spiritual form and moving out of the limited ego and understanding that lack is the actual sin. And I'll be talking more about this. Like, this is where I'm being guided to bring in this knowledge through me to really support you to fully understand on a profound, deep body level the brilliance of you and this new world that is here. So it's really it's not about perfection. It's about the direction that you're going in. Now, because this energy is such a high frequency in 2025, your body, your mind will need to adapt to be able to really take all of this in. So it will require you to take care of your body more this year, to rest, to pause, to take space, to go inward. So it's really not about the outward, it's about the inward, because your inner self and your inner frequency and it's also going to be about unpicking and unhooking the limited society norms that have been actually keeping us disempowered. It's really about unpicking those things. No, that's not true. No, that is absolutely not true. It's like you might actually be thinking you know who you are, but what if you didn't know who you are? That the part of you that you is actually loaded with expectation, with societal programs, with the limited matrix. What if that the real you, the soul of you, was completely different? And this is what this year is going to be about. It's like you are going to hear and have divine truths that are going to blow your mind and that will set you free. It's about sovereign freedom, right? So the question isn't, is this available to me? It's like, are you ready to receive it? Because it's here. It's here. There is no more waiting for the perfect conditions, for the more, more time, more money. That literally, there's no more waiting. Because actually what you will understand is that it's about your vibration, the way of being that determines everything. So the sooner that you work on your and understand about your frequency and your energy. And that's the other thing. Your frequency is your currency. And this is what we're moving into for the next 20 years. This is like just the beginning that we are moving in now. We're actually moved out of any aspect of the material, of the, the conditioning of, happiness is, the societal norms, the car, the house, the partner, the kids, the big job, the this, the that, the other. That, I'm not disowning that, but what I am saying is that, that'll be a given when you are the frequency. So it's really the inner game, the vibration first, that will create all of the amazing desires that you want. It's not the other way around. It's like, I'll do that when, then you'll be waiting. This is a sacred year, right? And what this is saying really, that once you fully understand that frequency, vibration, your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, how you're being, that this determines everything else, right? So so the question is, are you going to live as the same person, creating the same reality, doing the same thing, doing what you're told, following what everybody else is doing, being pulled in many different directions? Or are you going to really, really step in to the unknown, untapped potential of you and become super consciousness? That's the choice. So I say a lot to my clients, it's like, look, there's no in between anymore. It's like you're either in the game or you're out of the game. And this game of life is frequency, right? And it's really about remembering, like, the sacredness of this year. It's about remembering the ancient ways of being. So it's about connecting with that land that you live on, communicating and collaborating with the spirits of your land, asking permission. Really, really letting go of not being enough, not having enough, being ungrateful in any way, in any form, and appreciating everything, every experience, every person that you love in your life, because this will have you multiply. It's a year of quantum leaps, quantum results. There is no 5-step process. There is no straight line. There is this, it's like the possibility of this year is just magical. It's coming back to the magic, right? So don't be distracted by the dramas, by the horrific stories, you are creating this new world. And it can only be created when you are in the magic, the miracles, the synchronicity, the opportunities, that sense of freedom, feeling unstoppable, getting out of your own way, breaking limited rules. It's like, oh my God, like free, sovereign power, sovereign freedom. And the divine is calling on you, calling on you. Now, what it's going to do as well, though, is it's going to have you be ready to let go of this any aspect of the limited identity that you hold. The comfort zone, the familiar. Sure, aren't I grand? And why would I want more? You know, look at all the people in the world who have less than me. That's all a narrative that's limited, because each and every person in this world can have this infinite magical possibilities with no limits. Like, what if there were no limits? Boundless. You are stepping into a whole new level of you and your life and your business if you have one. So the question is, are you going to do it? Now, this can be scary, because that's the other thing that this year will show. Where is your affinity? Is your affinity in love, or is your affinity in fear? So you can be asking yourself, what would love do? What would fear do? And you make the choice. You've got to know this, that sometimes aspects of life fall apart or don't go according to plan. This is because, in fact, it's coming together in a beautiful new way. So it's really about the perspective. So this year, and I've noticed for myself in 2024 for me has been the most inner challenging year of my, I'd say, 51 years on this land, in this world. And it's like I had to let go of all the things that really were not in alignment with me. Like, I've let go of even the way I've been doing business. Things, and by the way, things that I love, like my Divinely Prosper community, absolutely loved that community. But I was guided to let that go. One of the most difficult things I've ever done. I've moved countries 3 times, but that part was the most difficult. And so I know what I'm talking about here, is it's like coming through me. It's like, oh my God, it's because, but I trusted 150% in the divine. And what's now coming through is something really magical, like a whole new world opening up. A magical, incredible opportunity that is really, really coming in. But everything had to go that was not in resonance with this super consciousness reality that I am living, that I've really started to live on a deeper level. Right? So when you like, there are no losses. That's also an illusion. There's only giving ways. If you're letting go of something, if it appears that you're losing something, see it as a giving away so that you can receive, so it can all come together in a beautiful new way for you. Because the divine always has your highest good in mind. And in 2025, it wants to woo you with the greatness. But then you've got to let go of the parts of you, your life, your experience, that are not in resonance with that higher super consciousness, magical, synchronistic, blissful, be blissed out reality. Okay? So it's asking us to trust in the greatness. So also we're moving from good to greatness. To trust in the inevitable blessing of your divine destiny. Falling into perfect divine alignment, falling where everything falls into place. And so therefore, you're no longer trusting in your fears, your doubts. You're putting your faith in the love of your higher heart, which is the divine. Point to yourself. That's where your soul is. That is your divine connection. So make heartfelt wishes. Like, what would a heartfelt wish be for you right now? Because it will be those ones that will manifest in 2025. This is the year where the divine feminine and the divine masculine unite into one. This unity consciousness. And I'm being drawn to actually, hold on a minute, to take my hands. Hold on. What do you want me to do? Wait a minute. Yeah. So take my hands here. Do this with me. And just sit. And feel yourself coming into alignment with your oneness. The being and the doing in tandem to realize the bigger dreams, the bigger picture. The life-changing year for the betterment of all. Can you feel it? Love is the path of transformation, alchemy, and miracles. So you've got to be loving your life. See, that's the whole purpose. You've got to be loving what you're doing. You've got to be loving the food you're eating. You've got to be loving the people you are spending your time with, the relationships you're in. You've got to be loving the land that you are living on. You've got to be loving yourself. And this is the bigger picture. So with that, we can attract positive interventions from spirit. This is an important one. An intervention, like what would be a divine intervention for you right now? Doors opening, magic happening. So this is a year to heal with the higher frequencies of the super consciousness. To lead this year through love. And also, this aspect of love will be like, what would be the most loving thing that I could do for myself right now? And in some instances, it might mean that you can no longer be in relationship with people who only want to bring you down, or who feed off drama, or who are very manipulative, or if you're a people pleaser, you're doing it just for a quiet life. That will require you to stop that this year. So that's only a good thing. So this is really about you leading. That is leading through love. You naturally evoking positive effects in your life and the lives of others. It's a universal heart activation. Higher heart, actually. It's a universal higher heart activation. Radical change. Going deep. And the only way through is to go deep within, honoring the soul over the ego. Because the divine feminine is a light, and the divine feminine has a vision for you through your soul and is organizing events accordingly, guiding you through your higher heart. And why that healing is happening, it's because the divine feminine, the healed divine feminine, automatically heals the divine masculine. So, bring your hand in the prayer position with me and give thanks for this moment, for this year. And the other thing is that just give yourself time and permission to understand on a conscious, bodily, physical, emotional, metabolic level the significance of this year. The beauty that this year holds. The potential. And what's also going to be important is to ground. To really be out of the head and into your heart. Heart coherence, in fact. So let's just give thanks for this incredible golden energy. And I'm going to ask that this beautiful golden energy comes in to your heart and moves gently in circular movements through your body, through your cells, through your energy. Holding you in the highest love and asking this golden light to expand through every cell, every atom, every organ, every layer of your skin, into your energy, into the room you're in, the home you're in, the street you're in, the country you're in, and out through the whole wide world and out to the galaxies. And I'm going to ask that this golden energy is ahead of you, lights the path ahead of you to you living your super consciousness life. Crossing your hands. Wonderful. So let me know what parts of that resonated with you. What are you going to do knowing this truth? It's going to be a golden year with golden opportunities. And I'm very, very groundedly excited about the possibility of this year for us all. So share this with anyone, because the more that gets, the more people that have this message, that start living from this super consciousness, the quicker, because it's an accelerated year, things are happening very, very quick. This is why I have my new green diamond experience container, where we're doing in 6 weeks, we're doing the equivalent of 6 months transformation. This is what's possible. There's no point in waiting. Like, you don't have to wait for 6 months. You can have what you desire in 6 weeks. That's what's possible. but you've got to have done the inner work, and you've got to have done be in that higher frequency. So if you are looking to work with someone privately who has this higher spiritual super consciousness connection, I'd be delighted to explore that with you. You can reach out. There's a link underneath this video, and you can book a free discovery call and we can tune in and see. I'm sending you so much love. Here's to a great year. Mwah!